Hi guys! Today's practice is going to be stretchy, flowy, gentle. We are going to focus on some chest opening positions and gentle back bends. And we are also going to add some hamstring stretches, but the main emphasis is on opening the front of the body. Okay, so we are going to start seated at the back of the mat on our shins. I'll stay here just for a moment so I can face you. And then close the eyes. Keep the shoulders on top of the hips. Bring even more length to the spine. Don't forget about the neck. Elongate the neck and relax the face. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, side out. On your next in-breath, open the chest. As you lift the tailbone, slide the hands towards the hip creases and exhale, round the back body. And again, inhale, open. Exhale, chin to the chest, round the back body. And again, inhale, open, and exhale. Round the back body, tuck the tailbone under. Come back through center. We are going to create cactus arms. So the upper arms are parallel to the shorter, to the mat. And the fingers are pointing up, and the same movement. Exhale, pull the elbows together, round the back body. And then as you arch the back, pull the elbows to the waist. And again, as you exhale, pull it in. Inhale, open, lift the chest, slide the shoulder blades to the spine. And again, exhale, round the back body, connect the elbows, the palms of the hands together. Inhale, open the chest. And then release the hands. Place the hands in front of you on the mat and then keep flowing through cat-cows. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the back body. Inhale, open, and exhale, round the back body. And if you want to add any other movement, maybe circular movement with the body, then feel free to do that. Whatever feels good here. Notice how the body wants to move. And then switch direction. Maybe you're still with your cat-cows. Wherever you are, we have one more in-breath. And one more out-breath. Tuck the toes under, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the front of the mat. And then step the feet in between the hands. Halfway lift. Lift the heels and lower the hips on top of the heels. Extend the arms in front of you. As you exhale, lower the heels and the hips to the mat. Place the hands under the shoulders, fingers are pointing forward. Inhale, lift the hips, open the chest, drop the head to the back, and we have a few cat-cows here. So as you dip the hips, think of pulling the tailbone towards the ceiling, lifting the chest, Maybe drop the head to the back if that feels right. And then as you exhale, chin to the chest, tuck the tailbone under. And again, inhale, arch the back, maybe drop the head to the back. As you exhale, chin to the chest, tuck the tailbone under as you lift the hips. One more time here. Inhale, arch the back. And then exhale, chin to the chest, tuck the tailbone under. And then lower the hips to the mat. Extend the legs in front of you. Inhale, arms above the head. You can bend the knees, slide your seat on top of some kind of support. Exhale, belly towards the thighs. Find your forward fold. You're bending only from the hips. Think of reaching forward with the chest first. Flex the feet, inhale. And exhale. On your next inhalation, lift the upper body. Bend the knees and place the feet as wide as the edges of the mat. Allow the knees to drop to the left. Place the left hand behind you with the fingers pointing to the back. Inhale, right arm is reaching up. Exhale, thread the right arm under the left one as you twist the chest to the mat. Inhale, lift, open. Exhale, thread the right arm under the left one. Inhale, lift, open the chest. Exhale, thread the right arm under the left one. On your next inhalation, come back through center. Lift the knees from the mat and drop the knees to the other side. Right fingers are pointing to the back, hand is behind you. Inhale, lift the left arm. Exhale, thread the left arm under the right one. Inhale, lift the chest, open. Exhale, thread the left arm under the right one. Inhale, lift the chest, open the chest. As you exhale, thread the left arm under the right one. Twist the chest to the mat. Inhale, come back through center. Lower the hands next to the hips. And then walk the feet so they are as wide as the hip bones. Extend the arms in front of you, maybe actually feet even closer, maybe together. Open the knees and then shift the weight on your toes. Lower the hands to the mat. Keep the heels lifted as you lift the hips. Exhale, drop the heels to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, lower the belly towards the thighs. Inhale, make your way into a standing position. Arms above the head. As you exhale, cactus out the arms. Press the hip bones forward. Pull the elbows towards the hips. Inhale. Extend the arms above the head. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Lower the hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back into a plank position. Option 4, Chaturanga. Drop the knees to the mat. If you need to, shift the shoulders a bit more forward. Bend the elbows. Don't allow them to open. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Stay in your downward dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, look to the front of the mat. And then step, hop in between the hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, lower the belly towards the thighs. On your next inhalation, make your way into a standing position. Arms above the head. Exhale. Lift the chest. Press the hip bones forward. Engage the glutes. Cactus out your arms. Inhale. Find length through the body. Exhale. Hinge from the hips. Hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat. Step it back. Plank position. Drop the knees if you need. Bend the elbows. Elbows are pointing to the back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Engage the glutes. Keep the back of the neck long. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhalation, make your way into a plank position. Then keep lowering the hips, upward dog with the toes tucked under. Bend the right knee and step the right foot to the space on the left. Inhale, lift the hips, making your way into a wild thing. So the left leg is extended, right knee is bent, right heel is lifted. One more inhalation. And then as you exhale, lower the right hand to the mat and then step the right foot next to the left foot. Upward dog with the toes tucked under. To the other side. Pull the left heel to the glute, step the left toes to the right. Inhale, lift the hips. Keep the right leg extended, left fingers are reaching to the what used to be front of the mat. Inhale. And exhale, one more in-breath. Exhale, lower the left hand to the mat. Step the left foot next to the right foot. And then find your up dog with the toes tucked under. Exhale, drop the knees to the mat. And make your way into a seat on your heels. Hands come on top of the heels. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, chin to the chest. Drop the crown of the head to the mat in front of the knees. So make sure it's a crown of the head, not a forehead. And then lift the hips. The hands are still on the heels. Don't put too much weight of the body on the head. Just keep lifting the hips. Keep rounding the back body. Inhale. And then as you exhale, drop the hips to the heels. Lift the chest. We are going to lift the knees from the mat. Hands in front of you. Lift the hips, extend the legs, heels are lifted. Exhale, drop the heels to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And then as you exhale, belly towards the thighs. Right hand stays on the mat. Bend the right knee. Inhale, lift the left hand. Left arm extended above the head. Find your twist. And exhale, lower the left hand to the mat. Extend the right leg, bend the left knee. Inhale, open the chest to the right. Extend the right arm above the head. And exhale, lower the right hand, extend the left leg, bend the right knee. Inhale, extend the left arm above the head and exhale. Left hand under the left shoulder, belly towards the thighs. Inhale, open the chest to the right, extend the right arm above the head. Exhale, come back through center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower the belly towards the thighs. You can grab to the big toes with middle and index fingers, or you can slide the hands under the feet. Belly towards the thighs, relax the neck. Inhale. And exhale. Hands come back to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And then heel toe the feet so they are as wide as the edges of the mat. Drop the hips to the space in between the heels. Palms of the hands together in front of the chest. The crown of the head is reaching up. Tailbones pointing down. Extend the left arm in front of the left knee. Inhale, lift the right arm, open the chest. Make sure that you're not shifting the weight completely on your left foot. And then as you exhale, release the right arm extended in front of the right knee. Inhale, lift the left arm. 2 more times, one on each side. Extend the left arm in front of the left knee. Inhale, lift the right arm, open the chest. Exhale, lower the right arm in front of the right knee. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, come back through center. Palms of the hands together in front of the chest. Inhale. Push the elbows into the knees. Exhale. Take one more in breath. And one more out breath. On your next inhalation, lift the heels. Drop the hands to the mat and start extending the legs. This time feet as wide as the edges of the mat, heels are lifted. And then exhale, lower the heels and heel toe the feet so they are as wide as the hip bones. On your next inhalation, walk the hands to the front of the mat. Finding your plank position. Exhale, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. This time as you exhale, knees on the mat, make your way into a seat on the shins. Lower the hands so they are on top of the knees. We are going to run the back body. On your next inhalation, lift the left arm above the head and then guide the left arm to the space behind you on the exhalation. Inhale, lift the left hand. Big circular movement with the left arm. Exhale, lower the left hand on the left knee, chin to the chest. Inhale, lift the chest. Big circular movement with the right arm. Tap the right fingers to the back. Inhale, lift the right arm. Exhale, run the back body. Right hand comes back on the right knee. To the left, inhale, big circular movement. Exhale, lower the left fingers to the space behind you, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left hand on top of the left knee, chin to the chest. Inhale, lift the right arm. Open the chest, right fingers are reaching to the back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, run the back body. Inhale, make your way into a kneeling position. We are going to play with camel. Hands on the hips. Elbows are pointing to the back. Squeeze the glutes, open the chest, and then start pressing the hips forward. Maybe hands will stay on the hips, elbows to the back. Or maybe you can drop the hands on the heels. Keep lifting the chest. Inhale. And exhale. Imagine that you have a block in between the thighs. You're squeezing the block. Keep the hips aligned with the knees. Inhale. And then exhale. Chin to the chest. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat, cross the ankles under the glutes, and make your way into a seat on the mat. Feet as wide as the hip bones, hands under the shoulders. Inhale, lift the hips. Squeeze the glutes. Lift the left foot from the mat, extend the left leg. With the exhalation, bend the left knee, pull the left knee to the glute. Drop the left shin to the mat. Lower the hips first. And then on your next inhalation, we are going to press the hip bones forward. You can lift the right heel. Maybe you can make your way on the fingers, lifting the palms of the hands from the mat, finding stretch in the left quad. And then as you exhale, lower the hips to the mat, palms of the hands to the mat. Inhale, press the right heel to the mat as you kick the left leg up. Exhale, lower the left foot next to the right foot. Inhale, lift the right foot from the mat. Exhale, pull the right heel to the glute, lower the right shin, the top of the foot to the mat. Exhale, lower the hips to the mat. Inhale, press the hip bones forward. You can lift the left heel. Maybe make your way on your fingers, pressing the hip bones forward and up. Inhale. And exhale, lower the hips to the mat, palms of the hands to the mat. Press the left heel to the mat as you lift the hips, extend the right leg. Exhale, bend the right knee, step the right foot next to the left foot, and then lower the hips to the mat. Place the hands under the knees, and then make your way on your back, pulling the knees to the chest. Extend the arms to the sides, inhale. And exhale, drop the knees to the right, place the right hand on top of the left knee, look to the left. Stay with the breath. Inhale. And exhale. Extend the right arm to the right, pull the right knee to the chest, roll on your back, and then find a twist on the other side. Drop the knees to the left, gaze on your right fingers. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhalation, come back through center. Pull the knees to the chest. Rock side to side. And then extend the legs on the mat. Find your Shavasana. Inhale. And exhale. Relax the body. Notice if there are any areas that you can soften a bit more. Inhale. As you exhale, sink even deeper. Before we transition out of Shavasana, we are going to introduce very gentle breath work. So place one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. As you inhale, breathe into the belly, feel the belly expanding, rising. Exhale. Inhale to the belly. Exhale. Inhale to the belly, feel the pressure on the hand. Exhale. Inhale, belly. Move the air up to the ribs, rib cage expanding, widening. Exhale, ribs and belly. Inhale, belly, ribs. Exhale, ribs and belly. Inhale, belly, rib cage expanding, and then exhale from the ribs and the belly. Inhale, belly, move it up to the ribs and then the chest all the way up to the collarbones. Exhale from the chest, ribs and belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs and belly. And now inhale through the nose, sigh it out. Come back to the natural breath and start bringing movement into the body. Maybe roll the wrists, pull the knees to the chest, and then roll the ankles. Maybe roll on a side into a fetal position. Stay here as long as you want to. Take your time in this transition. And then arrive on the mat. Sit with the legs crossed or on the shins. Place the hands on the heart once again. Feel the heartbeat. Send yourself gratitude for this practice, for showing up. And thank you. Namaste.